Currently, the best phone that Xiaomi has to offer. This is the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. Sabi nila this has a massive camera and a big jump over from the Xiaomi 12S Ultra. And this one also sports Leica, so expect DSLR-like camera performance from this phone. Pag-usapan natin everything about its user experience all the way down sa kanyang camera performance after this quick intro. So hi guys, ako si Richard, the Gadget Sidekick, and welcome back to my channel. So ito, Xiaomi 13 Ultra na olive green, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage. So bili ko to sa Shandy Masangkay for 65,000 pesos. If you want to know more information, link on the description below. But of course, before tayo magsimula magsalita, check the full unboxing of this phone. So behold, this is the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. Finally, it has arrived here in our studio, and we get the chance to unbox this really awesome flagship from Xiaomi. What I have here is the 16 gig of RAM and 512 gigs of storage, and the color is color green. So let's get it started. It's okay, let's open. Xiaomi, Leica. Signed by Xiaomi, SIM ejector tool, some postcards, user guide, and a really nice looking case. Here's the phone itself, color green. Other things inside the box, 90 watts of fast charger. Well, I wonder why Xiaomi did not include a 120 or 210 or even 300 Type-C charging cable. Opening for the first time. Ooh, sticky. It's a different feel from my 12S Ultra, which I've been using for, well, near 1 year. So the texture is a little bit different, and yeah, looks cool. Probably this one is more protected even compared to my Xiaomi 12S Ultra. So let's take a quick tour. So at the back, we have your Leica lens. At the bottom, we have your loudspeaker, Type-C port, microphone in, and of course your SIM tray, which can host 2 nano SIM 5G. Definitely there's no expansion, but we'll check it out. Well, honestly, I was right. There's no expansion. On the other side, you have your power button and volume rocker and some antenna bands. On top, we have your noise cancelling mic, our blaster, stereo speakers, and of course, another microphone. And it's pretty clean on the other side. MIUI 14. So ayan guys, nakita na ang unboxing nitong Xiaomi 13 Ultra. So pansin ko habang ko ina-unbox, parang maraming umaalog dito, no? And probably this is due to the gyro inside this phone. So yeah, it's at work. Same din dito sa 12S Ultra ko na may mga umaalog sa loob. Parang mas maraming na umaalog dito. Now, if you want to see kung anong pinagkaiba nila ng dalawa, this is how it looks like. So if you want to see kung ano pinagkaiba nila ng dalawa, this is how it looks like. This is the 12S Ultra na, well, daily driver ko. And this is going to be my new daily driver, the 13 Ultra. So, well, design-wise, I can say na medyo nag-iba siya. And it became chunkier, edgier, and probably not really that so smooth sa kamay, unlike the 12S Ultra. Now, this one, pinagtabi ko. So, pinagtabi ko ang dalawang circle nila. This one is around mga 3mm bigger compared to the 12S Ultra. But of course, this is not a comparison video. Kung gusto nyo makita ang comparison between the 12S Ultra and the 13 Ultra, let me know on the comment section kung gusto nyo makita yung video na yun. So, ito phone na ito comes with the latest na Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. I know na ang performance niya should be top-notch. So, MIUI 14 experience nito inside Android 30 is probably smoother than ang experience ko sa 12S Ultra. To the point na mas smoother experience ko dito compared to its predecessor, 12S Ultra. So ito phone na ito haven't made its way to global, so expect na wala siyang Play Store. Mabilis na maglagay ng Play Store, go to Get Apps, hanapin yung Google Play Store, install, and that's it. Lalabas na siya dito. So checking its Antutu benchmark, mataas ang score na nakuha na dito. 1.26 million points, which, well, for me, probably this is the first time na nakita ng ganun kataas on a Xiaomi na flagship phone. Kung na-breakdown mo siya, this is the score na makikita nyo. So like expected, max out pa rin siya dito sa wildlife. And to my surprise, itong phone nito was able to score a level 1 na wideband security level dito. And of course, it means na pwede ka manood ng HD on Netflix and other online streaming apps na madalas yung pinapanood. So itong phone na ito currently has a 6.73-inch na display. And then LTPO AMOLED siya, 120Hz of screen refresh rate, and it also supports HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and ang kanyang maximum brightness has stepped up. Ang laki na tinaas niya, 2,600 nits. So, ang meaning nun, pag maliwanag sobrang araw, kahit anong angulo mo tingnan, maliwanag pa rin. Mababasa mo everything on this phone. And ang protection nito sa harap is a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. Sa gilid is a side aluminum frames. And sa likod is eco leather finish. Now, when you're using intensity itong phone na ito, mafe-feel mo mainit dito sa likod. This is due to the new cooling technology na multi-layer na graphene na sheets or whatever that means. It has improved a lot sa kanyang cooling system dito sa phone na ito. And of course, as tested by other international vloggers, they have proven na, well, very efficient ang cooling nito as compared to its previous generation. So malalaman natin later pagdating sa gaming. Display nito is definitely nice. I was able to watch several videos, several films dito sa phone na ito. And honestly, ang smooth, ang sarap manood dito, 120Hz of screen refresh rate. And ang kanyang display is, well, kaya na mag-adjust, no? Kanyang refresh rate from 1 to 120 thanks to its LTPO na AMOLED display. Means makakatipid ka ng battery dito when you don't need it, and it will give you the best performance if you need it. Watching Korean novela and of course my favorite animes dito. And of course, right now it's NBA playoffs, so nanonood ako ng mga basketball games dito. The black is blacker, the colors are punchy. Expect flagship levels na display dito sa phone na ito. So if you're a social media junkie, this is how it looks like when you're browsing on social media like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Very smooth, like any flagship out there in the market. Now, the phone na ito has 5,000 mAh of battery. Well, not bigger than any other flagship out there in the market, and almost the same din sa 12S Ultra. This time around, it has 90 watts of fast charging. And well, it's a step up from the 12S Ultra, which only supports 67. But for me, honestly, medyo nabitin ako kasi flagship ni Xiaomi, not supporting 120, not supporting 210, and not even supporting the latest ni Xiaomi, 300 watts. The only thing na naisip ko dito, it's because probably yung fast charging might affect yung performance ng phone na ito. So they try to nerf it down to 90. That's all I can think. So charging from 10 to 100 takes roughly mga 42 minutes to complete the full charging cycle. This one supports 50 watts of wireless charging and 10 watts na reverse wireless charging. So ginawa din natin ang battery stress test, was able to squeak out in 15 hours and 46 minutes on this phone. So meaning, well, maganda naman to flagship na to. Now, if you translate it to daily average usage, ito phone na ito was able to last me for the whole day. Normally, mga flagship, ano naman, medyo matakaw sa battery, but this one, kaya naman niya on normal usage, like social media, taking some phone calls, using it for camera, photography, and of course, playing some mild games. Kaya naman niya magtagal ng one whole day. So, well, I can say efficient naman ang battery na ito. Now, probably one of the things na gusto natin malaman is kamusta naman to ang thermals ng phone na ito. Niran natin ang throttling test dito sa phone na ito for 6 cycles pa ulit-ulit, the same for roughly 15 minutes each cycle. And this is what I got. So I can say na straight naman ang kanilang line. The performance quite good. Well, wala namang nakitang pula along the way for 6 cycles na ginawa natin. So this is good. So nilaro natin yung Call of Duty Mobile dito sa phone na ito. Well, honestly, it was a breeze and the game was smooth as expected. Wala namang naging problema dito. And I enjoy every moment playing with the Call of Duty Mobile on the highest settings. And ang maximum heat na na-achieve ko sa likod is around mga 39 degrees Celsius, which very much acceptable. And the touch response is very accurate, and the loudspeaker is quite okay, quite loud. So heading over sa Genshin Impact, ginamit natin Game Turbo, nilagay natin sa gaming performance mode, nilagay natin sa all high settings, and nilagay din natin siya sa 60 FPS. So tinest natin, niran natin for the first 15 minutes. Okay, smooth ang performance as expected. But as we move along to heading towards to the 30th minute mark, okay pa rin naman siya. Wala namang na-feel ng mga frame drops, and playing games, battling with yung mga minor enemies, with mga big boss, and of course, roaming around and taking some swimming. My favorite part is swimming. Was able to perform. Smooth ang experience, very minimal ang frame drops. Actually, parang wala akong napansin na frame drops, to be honest with you. And the gameplay is definitely excellent. But of course, at the end of the day, si Xiaomi 13 Ultra, this is a camera phone. I wouldn't think na yung mga gamers out there would try to buy a camera phone just to play games. So, well, there are times na paghawak dito sa likod, dahil sa medyo malaki ang camera bump, it's a little bit edgy. Medyo sometimes istorbo din siya dahil sa laki na kanyang back camera bump. But sometimes you have to buy mga extra attachment para medyo, well, mawala yung inis mo when you're holding itong phone na ito for gaming, lalo na yung malaking camera bump niya. And by the way, ang init dito sa likod na nakuha natin sa Genshin Impact is around 43 degrees Celsius. Probably that's the time na nag-kick in ang multi-layer na graphene niya to dissipate yung heat. Probably that's the time na nag-work ang multi-layer na graphite sheets dito sa loob ng phone nito for that extra cooling effect. So, meaning pang malamig sa loob, mainit sa labas. Parang refrigerator lang or aircon. Same concept. Now, moving over to the only reason na nakita ko for you to buy this phone is for its camera. This one's partnered with Leica. It has roughly apat na 50MP na lenses dito sa likod. So, it starts with the 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS, and it has a 50MP na periscope telephoto lens, which of course can zoom up to 5 times optical zoom, 50MP na telephoto lens, which can zoom up to 3.2x optical zoom, and 50MP na ultra-wide sensor. It can record up to 8K at 24 FPS. Then sa harap niya, it has the 32MP na front-facing camera, only to record up to 1080p and 60 FPS. Yes, I know it's a step up from the 12S Ultra, which can record only up to 1080p and 30, which is for me definitely a letdown dahil ang front-facing camera, ang daming gumagamit ng selfie camera to take TikTok videos and a lot of content creation using the front-facing camera. And probably si Xiaomi lang probably the only na flagship na hindi naglalagay ng 4K sa kanyang front-facing camera, which for me is still a letdown. Nakaka-cringe. Bakit nila tinitipid ang front-facing camera? So, of course, tingnan muna natin some front-facing camera shots. So, si outdoors and indoors, we can see na medyo namumuti, nawawash out ang mga pictures ko. And especially when you're taking some building shots sa likod, makita mo yung mga buildings, medyo nabe-blurred out, nawawash out na halos di mo na makita. Which, for me, it's really something that disappoints me every time that I buy a Xiaomi flagship phone. Probably buti na lang hindi ako masyadong mahilig sa selfie. That's why, okay, fine. Sometimes kailangan din ko rin gamitin for TikTok videos. But most of the time, I use the rear camera. So right now, let's test yung mga rear cameras ito phone na ito. I was really amazed na, well, bringing this one outdoors, it was definitely a performer. And taking all the way the zoom shots, makita natin, no, meron tayong nakitang lumubog na barko sa Navotas na bay, no? And I did took a ultra-wide shot, then all the way, then I took a normal 1x shot, 3-point times zoom, then making a 5 times zoom, then of course, 20 times zoom, 30 times zoom, 40 times zoom, 50 times zoom, and of course, all the way to 120 times zoom, which kaya nito, no? Makita natin pagdating sa 120 times zoom, medyo malabo na, hindi masyado makikita na. On many occasions na outdoor shots, I can say, ang easy mag-focus, ang ganda ng shots to nakuha ko. So, definitely outdoor performance on all 4 sensors dito is absolutely no problem. Ang ganda ng mga shots. Now, bringing the camera indoors on low light situation, it further strengthens yung camera nito, phone na ito, sa rear camera niya, not the front one. Gumaganda mga shots niya, especially kung medyo low light, kaya niya enhance, making it looks better. Pagdating sa mga food shot, I can say na it looks yummier. And of course, on many occasions, like mga product shots, I can say very good ang mga shots nito. It was able to reproduce yung mga dramatic finish na gustong-gusto ko, no, sa kanya. And yeah, Xiaomi was able to deliver on that. Kapag dito naman sa night shot, dyan ang ganda ng shots ni Xiaomi. So most of these shots are on dark scenes. It was able to enhance, pinaganda niyang scene, making looks a lot better compared to mga ibang flagship cameras which has, well, so night photography. This one definitely blows my mind away, ang kanang night photography on this phone. So guys, this is the all-new Xiaomi 13 Ultra, and right now I'm shooting at 1080p and 60 FPS. As we all know, this is the quality you'll be getting if you're vlogging outdoors. And I can say, well, the video is quite nice and it's quite stable. I'm just using my bare hands and walking outdoors. It's, well, pretty much okay. Though it's just a little bit heavy, by the way. Now, since Xiaomi is charging a crazy 1,000 Chinese RMB for the photographer's kit, which even reached as high as $300, I'm not really willing to pay that much. So I tried to find an alternative, and so I found this. This is a camera handle photo holder which acts the same function as the photographer's kit of Xiaomi. You have to buy a silicone MagSafe here, which should look like this. All you need to do is just simply stick this one here, and you can use this just like the photographer's kit from Xiaomi, which costs a lot lesser. This is just a $10. So you can see that it's a little bit bigger than the one from Xiaomi, but well, it gets the job done. This one acts as the shutter button. This one acts as the switch button. So if you're interested with this one, link on the description. Now guys, what can I say about this Xiaomi 13 Ultra? Definitely won't buy this phone for gaming purpose. For me, probably this is one of the best camera that Xiaomi has to offer up to date. And kita naman natin mga shots, some of them medyo natalbogan pa niya si iPhone 14 Pro Max, which I personally have. And probably will be doing a comparison video between this one and some other flagship na out there in the market na nasa taas ng DxO Mark chart. So if you're asking me if you're a photo junkie, if this phone is highly recommended, no doubt. It's one of the best na na-try ko for this year, si Xiaomi 13 Ultra. And you can get this from Shadi Masangkay. I'll be linking on the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click na rin bell icon para di miss mga future uploads here to my channel. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.